The 23rd Knesset election results. We have Israeli attorney and legal advisor to the Israeli Movement for Governability and Democracy, Simcha Rothman, and former Likud Knesset member and the president of the Likud Supreme Court, Michael Kleiner. All right, so I guess the first question is, did yesterday's results surprise you?
I have to say that I am happy that the outcome of the elections came out the way it came, and it surprised me that Netanyahu, although he has all these indictments and all against all odds, got more power than he got in the last time. I think it's a major vote of inconfidence of the justice system. And I think that's the main thing that will go out of this election. I don't know if we will have an easy coalition. We are now talking about 59, 60,
right,
maybe 61, maybe. But I don't know if we will have easy coalition. But I am sure that when the chief legal advisor, the prosecutor, Avichai Mandelblit, says, you are in breach of trust of the public, that's the name of the offense, he says Netanyahu is blamed. How can you say that when he got even more votes than the last time? The public has trust in Netanyahu. It means something. It should mean something in a democratic country.
All right. Now, I'd like to kind of get your sense, your 2 cents as to how you think this is going to play out. Because obviously, Netanyahu, the Likud party, has not crossed the 61-seat threshold when it comes to forming a center bloc, a right-wing bloc. Who are they going to be turning to?
It is all about momentum. What I was surprised was by the size of the victory and not by the victory.
Okay.
And because of the momentum and because of it is now the third election and not the first one, though the results are very similar to those of April, this time it's very different. And I guess all the potential partners are not interested, and some of them are even afraid of a fourth election, so they will have a very strong incentive to go with Likud, especially there is no alternative. So the candidates are blue and white,
right,
parts of blue and white, the Labour Party, parts of the Labour Party, or...
So you think that parts of the Labour Party could actually defect and end up joining a coalition?
The Labour Party is a coalition. They have only 7 members, but there are 4 parties.
Right.
Orly Levy is an independent party, Yair Golan is an independent party, Labour is an independent party, they have 2, I guess, and Meretz is independent. So everybody except of the 2 members of Knesset, of Meretz, are candidates, and
right,
provided it will be 59 or 60, if not 61, so I guess 1 or 2 will be enough. They are both candidates, and also Avigdor Lieberman who said no Netanyahu and no fourth election. Both cannot go together. He'll have to.
The question is whether or not he's actually willing to sit with
Netanyahu. He has to decide, and he's very much afraid of a fourth election.
So that's actually my next question, Simcha. I want to turn to you for this one. What do you think is the most likely to occur in terms of these coalition talks? Do you think Netanyahu will find somebody, a partner in Lieberman, or will he find 2, 3 random votes that he can grab from blue and white and Labour Meretz?
I think blue and white is the best candidate, because in blue and white there are some people. You need to talk about people, not parties. There are some people that if we go to a fourth election will probably find themselves outside of the Knesset. Orly Levy Abekassis, basically the daughter of one of the most important people in the Likud for many years, David Levy. So she knows her way back, I hope. Orly Levy Abekassis, if she's part now of Emet and Meretz, and we go to another election, she's out. She didn't give them anything. They just lost a place in the Knesset because of her. She doesn't have anything to gain from a fourth election. They say that Omer Yankelevich, a member of Knesset from Blue and White, also the same. Her part of the recordings that came the day before are connected to her. Yeah, so she also might find herself outside of the Knesset. But if she will,
blackmail is what I mean.
If she will defect from Blue and White and join the coalition, she will find herself a good spot. There are Tzvika Hauser and Hendel and Yoaz Hendel, also members of Blue and White, their ideology is right-wing, they can find themselves easily back in the Likud.
Now, what about the concept, though, of a larger unity government between blue and white and Likud? Is that completely dead? Is there any chance for that?
I think it can happen, and it means the end of blue and white. Because the blue and white sole policy and the sole thing the only thing they went to election about is we will not sit with Netanyahu. If they will join, they will be devastated. The election afterwards, it will be the end of blue and white. I personally will not be sorry, but it will be the end of blue and white.
The end of blue and white will be also if they don't join the government, because if Labour Party will join the government and have positions and have ministers, they'll be able to draw back some of the voters. And blue and white has no common denominator except of being against Netanyahu. The moment they are in opposition, they will dismantle. They have no party, they have no institutions, they have no membership, they have no grassroots, and nothing keeps them together the moment they are not in the government. So I guess they will just evaporate.
So would blue and white even be a strong opposition leader? Would Gantz be a strong opposition leader, or would he even be an opposition leader?
I guess they will have the same fate as Kadima. Also, Kadima had 27 seats, almost won the election with Tzipi Livni. And the moment they went to opposition, they evaporated. They got the next election 2 seats with Shaul Mofaz, who won against Tzipi Livni, if one remembers still.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for joining us with your 2 cents here. Of course, we still have another 3% of votes that need to be counted, so it's not over until it's over. But thank you again for joining us.